The lady that was here, she said something. She said, Ritz went from in 1991 having employee turnover at around mid 50%, and then by the time it was done, it was around low 20%. That's the stats that
18%.
she's given. 18%.
18%.
Right. And
the industry was 120.
Right. I mean, it's a 365, 24/7. You guys are always open. You're never closed. What did you do to, lower retention increase retention as much as you did?
We touched on it. We offered purpose.
Outside of that, what else did you do?
Yeah. In the selection, we were very careful. We had a selection system. We were very careful, and we established standards already during the interview, because people don't seem to get that. Most what you want, all of us, from an employee is the right behavior. But behavioral analysts working with the University of Colorado and University of Frankfurt on that, behavioral analysts will tell you behavior cannot be taught after somebody is 16 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. How? Unless there's a significant emotional event in your life.
Makes sense.
And interviewing for a job is a significant emotional event. And what we do, we just ask questions rather than establishing standards right there, behavioral standards. And say, Patrick, we have an attitude in our hotel, in our company. We are petted about it. We are very friendly to every guest. In fact, within 10 feet, we look them in the eye and say, friendly, good morning. Can you do that? What will you say? You will say yes.
Sure, yes.
And now, wait a minute, Patrick, I'm very serious about that. You will say yes again. I just established a new behavior in you for your benefit to be successful. Timeliness is very important to us. So I will start trying to stop, but I do that, and then orientation, first day of work, which every company does wrong, period. We didn't do that. I went to the orientation. I role-played how to say hello in front of every new hotel, in every new hotel and every takeover.
Teach me.
I was the one.
Teach me. How do I say hello?
And said, okay, so you're a guest. Here's a guest coming. Within 10 feet. 10 feet is the essential moment, but within 10 feet, they make a decision about you as you make about them. Society lies about those things. You should look baloney. We're human beings, we cannot help it. We make a decision about the other person. So what decision do I want you to make about us, about me? I want you to make a positive one. That's why we wear the right uniform. That's why we groom right. And that's why we look them in the eye, no matter what we're doing. With 10 feet, it's a non-negotiable. That's what we do. We look him in the eye and said, good morning, sir, or good morning, ma'am. How are you today? Now, watch me. Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am. How are you today? Welcome.
And you're role-playing this with them?
I role-played that. And I role-played how to talk to each other with, as employees.
How do you do that?
Well, if I walk by, we're working together, and I said, first of all, do you want a good work environment?
Yes.
Oh, yes. So, okay, now, Patrick, the people in the environment are responsible for the work environment. So I want a good work environment. I walk by you, and I say, good morning, Patrick, how are you today? And you may just say, but tomorrow morning, I do it again. And pretty soon, you will say, good morning, Horst, how are you? I'm responsible. I am responsible for my work environment. Have you heard me all? And everybody will say yes in the room. The day of orientation is a very significant day. You see, I interview you.
Mm-hmm.
I really want you.
Okay.
The job is open. But our orientation day is not for 10 days. So I'm going to say, Patrick, I'm going to put you in the payroll, but you cannot show up. You cannot. But if you show up, you're paid for the next 10 days. But that's the day you start working. Because I want you to have a significant emotional event when we do orientation.
Stop it.
Yeah.
So you hired me.
Yes.
You pay me those 10 days.
Yes.
And even the orientation's not in 10 days.
That's right.
Why are you doing that?
Because if I let you before without having the proper orientation, I didn't use the significant emotional event to teach you the right behavior.
And what is the right behavior you're trying to teach me? To pay me 10 days that I'm not working for you?
I'm repeating the things I told you during the interviewing process. The orientation is a day when we teach you again. Here is how we behave. Here's how the guest is important. Here's how we treat each other. You are part of something. Let me put it this way. How are people being oriented? I can tell you. If you worked somewhere, I can tell you how you were oriented. Everybody orients like that. If you come to work and the boss tells you the rules of the company. Here's what we do and here's what we don't do. And then you get a handbook with more rules. And then you get insurance papers and all kinds of papers. And you go through all this work. And that's the day of orientation. First day of work. And when you finish with that, the boss makes his pathetic team speech. We're a team here, yeah. Without giving purpose. Mm-hmm. A team is a group of people who work toward a common objective.
Sure.
Not given, just we're a team here. And what's next? Oh, now Bill, the new waiter, work with Fred. He's here 9 months and he knows the ropes. Somehow you're in rope business here now. You turn him over to Fred, and on the way to the kitchen, Fred tells Bill, the new waiter, this company is no good. That is day of orientation. Instead of the day of orientation saying, here's who we are. You're now part of us. And here's how here's our customers. And we are happy when they're here. We respect them. Here's how we show them respect. By saying welcome, by responding to them, by looking them in the eye, by caring for them. That's our part. You know, Patrick, we have to give human beings purpose, but we have to at the same time tell them the motive of our purpose. Mm-hmm. Hey, what did Adam Smith say? Hey, wait a minute, 300 years ago.
Wealth of Nations?
Yeah, but he wrote another book about the behavior of the human being, and he said, impossible that people can buy into orders and direction.
Okay.
They can only buy into objective and motive. What we do? We give orders and direction instead of giving purpose and motive. That is, the millennials say, what's in it for me? Mm-hmm. Well, tell them, if we accomplish that, here's what you will have more opportunities. You will make more money. You will be respected. You will be honored. That's what's in it for me, for you. And that's why we have this beautiful purpose. And that's why we come to work. We do not come to work for the function.
Success is built on how you think. Influence is built on how you show up. Every detail matters because presence speaks before you do. This is more than style. The future looks bright.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.